What if tightness is affecting more than just how your body feels? What if the tightness you keep feeling in your body is doing more than just making you feel stiff? What if it could also be affecting your pain, your movement, and your range of motion? In this video, we're going to take a closer look at Neuro Fascia Reset. We're going to talk about what fascia actually is, how Neuro Fascia Reset is different than Myofascia release, how tight muscles and fascia issues may relate to pain and limited movement. So, if you've ever wondered why your body feels tight, sore, restricted, or like it just doesn't move the way it used to, stay tuned. What is Neuro Fascia Reset? Is it just another body trend, or is it actually a different idea behind it? Neuro Fascia Reset is generally described as a bodywork approach that looks at both fascia and the nervous system. And that is what makes people curious about it. Because instead of only asking where is the tissue tight, it also asks why is the body holding on to that tension in the first place? That is a big shift, because sometimes when people feel tightness, pain, or limited range of motion, the issue may not just be the tissue itself. Sometimes the body may also be guarding or protecting the area. So, in simple terms, Neuro Fascia Reset is often talked about as a more nervous system aware approach. Now, before that makes sense, we have to talk about fascia. So what is fascia? Is it muscle? Is it a tendon? Or is it something else? Fascia is connective tissue that surrounds, supports, and connects muscle and other structures throughout the body. You can think of it like a body-wide web that helps everything stay connected and move together. And here is why it matters. When fascia is irritated, overloaded, or not moving well, people may notice stiffness, pulling, discomfort, or reduced freedom of movement. That doesn't mean fascia is always the only reason someone has pain, because pain is more complex than that, but it may be a part of the picture. Fun fact, fascia used to be treated almost like packaging material, but modern research has made people pay a lot more attention to it because it appears to have both structural and sensory roles in the body. So fascia is not just there. It may actually matter more than people once thought. Now, here is the big question. How is Neuro Fascia Reset different than Myofascia release? Aren't they basically the same thing? They are similar in that both deal with fascia, tension, and movement, but the way they're usually talked about is a little different. Myofascia release is usually more focused on the tissue itself. The goal is often to work with the areas that feel restricted, tight, or stuck, and help improve how those tissues move and glide. So when people think about myofascia release, they usually think about hands-on work that is more directly focused on the fascia surrounding the tissue. Now, Neuro Fascia Reset is often described as taking that idea one step further by also looking at how the nervous system may be involved. So instead of only asking where is the tightness, it also asks why is the body holding that tension in the first place? That is a huge difference. Sometimes it may also feel tight because the body is guarding, protecting, or responding to stress, irritation, pain, or overload. So, in really simple terms, myofascia release is usually described as more tissue-focused, while Neuro Fascia Reset is often described as tissue plus body's protective and nervous system response. That doesn't mean one is automatically better than the other. It just means the lens is different, and the difference matters when people are dealing with pain, stiffness, or range of motion issues that keep coming back. How do tight muscles, fascia, pain, and range of motion all connect? Have you ever noticed that when something feels tight, it also feels harder to move and sometimes even painful? That is where it gets really interesting. Tight muscles can sometimes contribute to pulling, guarding, stiffness, and reduced movement. And when movement becomes limited, people may start noticing less range of motion, more discomfort, or compensation in other areas of the body. Now, to be careful here, pain is complex. Pain is not always caused by one tight muscle or one fascia issue, but tight muscles restrict movement, and protective tension may be part of why the body feels limited, irritated, or uncomfortable. And sometimes what people call tightness may actually be the body trying to protect the area. That is a really important idea, because what if the problem is not just that something is tight? What if the body is responding for a reason? The question is a big part of why people are interested in Neuro Fascia Reset. So if you've been hearing about Neuro Fascia Reset and wondering what it actually is, hopefully this gave you a simple place to start.